In this lesson, we'll take a look at a security envelope. If you have several PDFs that you want to send to people and have them view them securely, instead of putting password protection on each of these separate files, you can create a security envelope, pass protect the envelope, and then just place as many documents as you'd like in the envelope. It's great for email attachments. When the person gets this at the other end, they have to know the password to the envelope. Once they have the envelope open, they can choose to work with all the files in the envelope. We start by going out to Tools, and under Tools, I'm going to come out and choose Protect, or I can choose Protect from my existing tools. Either way, I want to come out, and then from here, I want to click the drop-down arrow and choose Create Security Envelope. On the left, it gives you the process step by step to create the envelope. Right now, we're just ready to go ahead and choose some files for the envelope. I'll click Add File to Send, and I've gone ahead and chosen 2 PDFs and a Word document. I'm finished with this part, so I'll click on Next. Now I'm over here for the envelope template, and it's asking me, what type of envelope would you like to use? This is a look. What kind of look would you like to have with your envelope? I'm going to choose e-envelope with date stamp and then click Next. Now I'm here for the delivery method. I can send the envelope now or send it later. I'm just going to choose to send this later so we can look at it before we send it. Click on Next. Now it's asking me if I want to use a security policy. Now you can choose a policy that will encrypt the files that are within the encrypted envelope, and that means that anytime they want to open the envelope, they need a password, and if they want to open each of the individual files, they will need passwords as well. But we don't want that. Anyway, it's not showing me any policies in this listing because it's only showing policies that would encrypt the file attachments, and we don't have any of those right now. I want to just create a new policy, so I'm going to go ahead and click on New Policy. We could use the public key certificate if we'd like, and then if anybody on the opposite end of the receiving list here has that key in their system, it would go ahead and open up the allow them to open up the documents. But we're just going to use a simplistic approach. I'm just going to use passwords here. So I'm finished with this level. I'm going to come down and choose Next. It's kind of hard to see in my video because this dialog is just huge, but I'm going to come down here and click on Next, and it takes me to the next step, and it's asking me, well, give me a little information about this policy that you want to set up. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a policy name and a description, and I'm going to save the passwords with the policy. Once I've set this information in place, I'm going to go ahead and just click on Next in the bottom right corner, and it comes back and it says, okay, give me the password to open up the envelope, and also I can restrict editing and printing of any of the documents as well. Now by document open password, they mean envelope open password. I'm going to make sure that I've encrypted all the document contents. This does not password protect the documents, it just makes sure that they're all encrypted. The data is encrypted, so it's all kind of blended in with the envelope. And I'm going to click OK. And it wants me to confirm this password. I'll click OK. So here it just gives me a little summary of what I've created. I've got the company policy name, and it's called company policy. Description, it tells me that I'm going to encrypt all the document content. The document open password, the envelope open password is required, but I didn't give it any type of permissions password to edit the contents of the envelope. So leaving that off here, I'm going to go ahead and click on Finish. And now it takes me back out, and if I choose Show All Policies, I see the 2 policies that were in there before and my new company policy here. I'll click Next. Just a little summary window here telling me of the files that are included in the envelope, and I have chosen to send the envelope later. If I make a mistake, I can just click the back button and go back and change any of the settings I had before. I'll go ahead and click on Finish, and it just tells me here that none of this is going to be applied until I save the document. I'll click OK. And here's the envelope that they use. This little graphic looks like an actual envelope. Has my return address up here, has a timestamp up here, next to what would be the postage on an envelope. And I see on the left-hand side the files that are included in the envelope. I see the name up here at the top. It's called Security Envelope, Secured, and I'm going to come up and just choose File, Save, and it's going to have a name. I'm going to dump this on the desktop. And notice that it is a PDF. The actual envelope itself is a PDF, which might seem strange, but it's going to be a PDF that they have to have the password to open up the other PDFs. I'll just click on Save. And if I close the document, I can see it out here at the bottom. If I try to open up the security envelope, it's asking for a password. I'll type in the password, click OK, and now I see the envelope over here. And on the left-hand side, I can go ahead and double-click on any one of these files to have a look at it. So this is opening up that Word document file. I could come out and open up a PDF. I could come back and open up the second PDF if I wanted. So need the password, but once we have things open, I can come out here and make editing changes. I can do whatever I'd like normally in the document. I don't have to have security on every single document out here. Next, I'd like to go back and change the security policy for this envelope. I'm just going to come out here and choose File, Properties this time. I'm going to choose Security, and security method is password. I'm going to click on this change settings, and to open the document I'm going to go ahead and give this a password, and then down here in the lower left hand corner I'm going to choose to encrypt only the file attachments. Now what this will do is it'll encrypt or password protect each one of the files in the envelope, but not the envelope itself. So the people will be able to open the envelope and see the contents, but if they want to open and view those documents within, they're going to have a password to open these guys up. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK from here. It's asking me for the password. I'll click OK, and it tells me that security settings won't be saved until I close and save the document. I'll go ahead and click OK. I'll come down and click OK again, and I'm going to go ahead and close this document. Save the changes, and now when they come back and open this guy up, they can open up, they don't need the password, they can open up this envelope. But if they want to come out and open up one of these files, they're going to have to know the password to open it up, and then they can go ahead and view the document. Let's see what happens with that Word document. Just give me a little warning here. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Now notice on the Word document, it's just going to go ahead and open that guy right up. It can't extend that password protection through Adobe all the way down into the policy of the docx document inside of Word. But for the PDFs, they will need to have that password protection in place.